Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Today we are going to be continuing along with our final passenger route. So this is part 2, hopefully the last part of laying the track for the final passenger route. As you can see, last time out we laid the track out coming out from the New York Central line, or the Penn Central line as I suppose it would be known fairly soon, which peeled off towards Ottawa in that direction, towards New York in that direction, and then back towards Cleveland, is that Buffalo? That's it, Buffalo, Cleveland and all that, this direction. So there's Cleveland, that way is Detroit, then Chicago further up, that's the line. So we had that, and in this video we are going to be doing the last part. Thank you very much, by the way, for the comments that I've been receiving. Those comments are really helpful. I appreciate that support that people give by liking the video, by commenting, saying that they're enjoying the video. That's really important to me. So please do continue doing that. And of course, if you want to support me further, do consider supporting me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Could really do with some extra Patreon support actually. I think either my interface or my microphone or my XLR cable, one of the three, is now playing up, so I need to purchase a new one to make the most use of my video recording time. So let's continue along with this. Let's bring up the contour lines. That's the navigable waters. That's the contour lines. There we go. No, let's not get rid of. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So hopefully I should have a better time of talking in this episode than I have in the last episode or two. I know that in the last Train Sim World video, I started getting all sorts of words wrong, and in the last Transport Fever video, either the last one or the one before, I couldn't even say what was it? Brush strength? Yeah, I couldn't say brush strength. Now that's odd. I was definitely having an off day, so hopefully I should be able to speak far better now, far more like myself, a little bit more eloquently perhaps. So let's work out what we need to do to get this going. The issue I currently have is how to navigate this area. So we know that we want to get it over this point here, or we could go over this point here, because it's then fairly easy to bring it in and around. Although I say that, perhaps it's not as easy as I make it out to be. Although I could pretty much do that in a sense. No, that I could do that, and that would allow a train underneath, and we could do 2 trains, and that would go around and then up. So there is possibilities there, and then coming in we could bring it in this side. And yeah, there are possibilities, definite possibilities. So let's work out again which side of the track we are on. We are on that side, which is the inbound side. So the inbound side is going to have to go over and over and around this. So we could, in theory, since this is the inbound side, we could peel it off in this direction and then curve it around and over. That could work. So let's actually start with that. That's what I want to start with, if it's possible. Now, to ensure that the track is kept correct, I would like... Alright, how are we going to do this? That looks better. 60 miles per hour. I think 60 is a good... It's going to slow down massively anyway. And what we could do is we could bring... Where's the other signal? Right, there's a signal there. We could bring that signal back. No, I tell you what. Let's do this. If we bring it off from here, we can bring that signal, that one, back there, and then add a second signal. Yeah, that could work. Right, let's do that. That way it knows... Oh, it didn't pick up the junction completely, right. I just want it to pick up the junction completely. No, it's not doing it. Okay, never mind. But that might help in a sense of do that. Yeah, that might help keep that. All I need is that to stay flat, because you know what I'm like with getting these junctions correct. Right, 60 and then do that. That should be... You know what? It's not perfect, but it's probably as close to perfect as we're going to get currently in Transport Fever. Right, so now here comes the difficult part. We need this to go uphill or downhill. We could go tunnel, but I feel like tunnel's a bad idea. So we're going to go uphill. Question is, how uphill do we get before we bridge? Oh, we can just get the bridge, and then we just keep curling it around, or curving it around, should I say, over that way. Could we do this though? If we were to bring it out this way, just a little bit, to give us at 100 miles per hour, 100, come on, 100, there we go. To give us the opportunity to bridge over 40. Very slow bridge. 41, okay. Give me the 40, I want the 40. Doesn't like the 40 for some reason. Will it give me 45? It will give me 45 though. So we do that, and then we delete, not the tree. I am so sorry, tree. We then keep that flat. Yeah, that's alright. That's alright. And then if we can continue the 50. 50 looks good. There we go. Now it's going to want to stay on the bridge the entire way through. It's going to want to stay on the bridge the whole way through, or we bring it along here, along this, and then bring it up, which I think I might prefer doing. I just don't want... See how this bridge is just a huge bridge the whole way through? I'd rather not have that. Also, what are the... No, you know what? I kind of like this bridge just for this area. It's all right. So if I were to do this, 50, sure. No, now here comes the part where we have to keep it level. We're going to follow this contour line around and then up. Oh no, that was 39. That's not the speed I was after. 40, sure. It's a slow... Oh no, it's gone downhill again. Yeah, it's not... This is not a fast approach. This looks okay. 40. It's cutting in a little bit, but you know what? There we go. No, it's not cutting in as much as I thought. And then, right, at this point, we now continue that climb. So 60. Yep, here we go. We are now climbing up. And then we can go... Can we go up to... Should we go 90? Let's go 90. Okay, now at this point, we should also bring the second one in. And around. Since this might become somewhat busier route, we'll have 2 tracks for the approach. Just until... Well, yeah, that place looks good. So if we were to do that... How's that looking? Should be okay. Yeah, that's okay, that's okay. There we go. So this entire section is 2 tracks, so we can... Yeah, we can quite happily split off. Right, now, here comes the issue. Actually, that's alright. Autosave, that's actually alright. I'm not too disappointed with that, unless we could... Ooh, yeah, maybe, just maybe. 60, and then go over. That's a very high bridge. But it's okay. It's okay. It's this part I'm not all too happy about. Just this part here. What if... Hang on. What if... Bring you back there. What if you decide to go this way? Could you do less of a cut? That's a much smaller cut, and it's a much lower bridge. Now, where would you want to stay to remain fairly level? Or that. I could do that. I'm not disappointed with that. Let's see what kind of bridge we could have over this. A box girder bridge? Makes it look very freight-like, which I like the concept of that. Sure. A box girder bridge followed by a box sort of tunnel. Yeah, let's do that. That's fine by me. I'm happy with that. Okay. And now I'm just considering whether we should do both. No, let's just do one. One at a time. Okay, now where is the other track? It's over there. What's the connection like? If we go over to this place and to there, what is the connection? We have the tunnel is fine. Goes over there, a bridge, a cut, a connection, a bridge, a tunnel, and then a connection, which isn't too bad. Or another bridge and then a connection, which, yeah, that is not too bad. Though, I do wonder if I could bring it around this way instead. So let's try... Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look. We could bring it along here. $90 miles per hour. That looks better. Okay, now how would the connection go? Like that. Okay, so now we've got a bridge, a very tiny cut, a bridge, a tiny tunnel, and then that. Now, okay. Think. If I were to go this way, up here, and then round there, maybe. Let's try. So potentially, I want to go up there. That's where I want to go. So if we have the climb already starting. That's actually a much steeper climb than I thought. 60? Sure, 60. Why not? There. No, you get rid of that. 60. 60. Now ensure that the climb continues. There we go. Okay, good. And then we can just bring it around and over this area. Perhaps. I might just cut this all out and ignore it all. Alright, and then connecting to that, what do we want? And then it just has the two bridges, which is better. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. You stop doing that. Just go to 40, 50, sure. Oh, that's downhill. That's steep downhill. No. Bridge. There we go. Okay. In that case, give me 60. And it's still doing that. I don't want it to do that. Maybe just squeeze it around this side. Just a little bit. Look, hang on. Just like that. Yep, that looks good. And then there you go. Just a bridge right around. I actually like that. I don't know about you, but I think that's fairly suitable. So now all we need to do is... Actually, why am I smoothing it out now? I've got to bring the other track in. And the other track is going to be coming in and then joining in... Oh boy. I wanted it joining in from this side. So no, this is... Right, okay. I'm just thinking about something. We're connecting Philadelphia, but what about anything coming out from Washington? Anything coming... Actually, no, because anything coming out from Washington could just peel off from here and join up. Whilst anything coming out from Philadelphia... So that's going into Philadelphia or Washington. This is coming out from Philadelphia. Peels off that way. Somehow. Okay. Well, first of all, let's bring the rest of the track in. Leave in the comments if you found a better route through the mountains that I have somehow, probably inexplicably, missed. It's inevitable for me to miss these things. As much as I try to pay attention to everything that's going on whilst recording, it's funny because I know a lot of people, and myself included, when I'm not recording and I'm watching somebody else's video, for example, in that video I'll see something that I look at and I'm like, wow, how could that be missed? And then I'll watch my own video back and I'll go, wow, how did I miss that? So it does happen because of the whole demands of actually watching video. And, sorry, recording video. The demands of it, oh, that would be fancy, wouldn't it? Imagine doing that, just a split off, and then just as two... We did that in the first season. Do you remember? The two different ways went two... Or the up and down route went two separate ways, which was really fancy. Alright, and as soon as we're past this, which we now are, I just realised what I've done here is I've made this route unusable. Oh gosh, no. I have not made this unusable. We can actually get a... Okay, that's fine. Thank goodness for that. Got a little bit worried there. Okay, so we've got that right up to there. Okay, now let's smooth out any part that needs smoothing. So let's have a quick peek. Would I like to smooth this out? Honestly, I'd rather put walls along there, so I might do that. I'll smooth this bit out. Smoothing seems to be working a lot better today than it was the other day. I actually had to restart this game because for some reason it was lagging so much when I tried to do the first recording, and I'm not sure what happened. So I'll do that. We can have a wall there. Smooth this little bit out. That's fine. Smooth this bit out. Sure. I just like having that nice and smooth. That looks good. That embankment looks good. We'll run that. We'll try and make the embankment a little sharpish around here. There we go, around there. It's nice and sharp. This part I would definitely like to smooth out. There we go. Just continue the smoothness of the hill as... Yep, that looks a lot nicer. A lot nicer. And if we can just bring some of that terrain up there and around there and smooth this bit out. It's still an embankment, but nothing too bad. And perhaps smooth this out. So bring that hill downwards a little bit there and a little bit there. Better. That's fine. That bit's fine. This bit here, just bring up the hill a smidge and smooth that bit out a smidge. That's all fine. This bit here, yeah, sure, why not? There you go. Autosave. It means that I've only got one more autosave to go before the end of this video, I think. I can't remember my autosave frequency. Is it 10 minutes or 15 minutes? Might even be 5 minutes. No, I think it's 10 minutes. And since this is the second one, we're about 10 minutes in. Or another 10 minutes in, so that would make it 20 minutes in. which means that we are coming up to the final leg of this particular episode. But don't worry, because there are more episodes to come. Still quite a few episodes to come. Actually, not so much. Wow, that is right. We can get rid of the contour lines now. Just look at that. Actually, easier way to show it is by doing that. There you go. Just look at that. That is a very, very complicated junction. Fine, that's fine by me. I like the complex nature of the junction. Right, so coming out from Washington, we're going to rely on, if anything's coming out from Washington, it's to go up and above that route, which means that we've got 2 platforms we can use, of which one platform is free if we need it. Okay, so that's good. So for anything coming out of Washington, it's that end platform we're going to use. At which point we could, I suppose, do not that. That's abysmal. There, something along these lines. That's sort of what we are going to have to do somehow, or from up here anyway. Now the problem is the Philadelphia one. We had this. Oh no, there it is. I was going to say we did a junction going out, didn't we? Which is this one here. It's actually given us a junction going in as well that I forgot we did. Honestly, I prefer that junction going in. It's a little bit nicer. So I'm going to get rid of the inbound. Bye bye inbound. There you go, the inbound's gone. I'm going to delete part of the outbound. And I'm going to reconnect it onto that. There you go. And then we're going to have a second outbound. Nope. There you go. Might have to redo that. Let's just get this done first though. Right, so we've got that. Now we need to somehow get it to this point. Let's just see what happens. Bridge and a cut. It's not... Don't like that. I do not like that. So let's try at this point to go uphill, which is looking alright. That's a steeper uphill, but there we go. That's actually a lot better. That's a lot better, that is. There we go. And then let's see what happens if we attempt to connect this. Sure, I suppose a tiny bridge, as long as there's not too many more cuts. Yeah, I'll deal with that. I will deal with that, and I'll be okay with it. Okay, so the next one, this is the interesting part. If we were to... Okay, no. What we are going to have to do is we're going to have to connect this up early. Potentially there. 50, sure. There we go. Connect that up early. Alright, and then this is going to be really fancy. No, we want you to 40, no, there's got to be a better way. I want you to connect to that. Not that way though. No. No. Oh, wait. Everybody, horses your hold. I could do that. Tell me there's a way for me to do that. There you go. Perfect. And not so perfect. Oh boy. Oh, hang on. I see something. That? Tell me there's a combination without a collision. That's one there. That's perfect. Yeah. I can deal with that. I can't deal with that bit. But look at this. we bring that back to there. We've got new. No. Okay. No. That one. There we go. Okay. If I bring that up to there, I've got control over bringing that in. There we go. There we go. Okay. Not too much of a cut. Maybe that. Yeah, that works. That definitely works. Let's clean up the mess we just made. Mess? What mess? No mess. There we go. We'll clean that up. And we will smooth this entire junction up. Now, I am considering we might at some point have to just 4-track this the whole way through. We'll see how it runs at the start. And if it runs really poorly, then we might have to 4-track it all the way. But that is a very what's the right term for this? Optimistic? That's a very optimistic junction set. And that is going to be pretty close to the end of the episode. I want to find a good... That's ridiculous. That is absolutely... I can tell you now, that is going to spell disaster with a capital D. That is going to be an absolute nightmare. But I'll save. I will actually save that right now. There we go. That's saved. What I'm going to do is let's just see if we can quickly throw in a route like the route I was thinking. So I'm not going to keep this route. It's just something I want to see. So I'm not going to save it past this. Test line. Line. New test line. New test line, and I'll do it in the orange color. Orange color for the new test line. Right. We will go out from Philadelphia. We'll go to Philadelphia. We'll go from Philadelphia. We'll go all the way to Ottawa. Right, so that part works. That's a good sign. Now, here's a question from Ottawa. Where do we want to go? Toronto? No. We want to go Sault Ste. Marie. We'll go to Sault Ste. Marie. Ah, it's already looped around. Then we're going to go to the nightmare. That is Chicago. Chicago just has too much going on. From there, aha. Here's the confusion. Do we go down? Do we go up? Do we go to St. Louis? That's another one. We could go down to St. Louis. From St. Louis, turn it around. Head back. Where do we go from St. Louis? No, then it's going to... Yeah, then we could go to Columbus. And then all the way back in. Should we... Okay, let's just attempt to see what happens. St. Louis wants to do that. I'm not sure why, but okay. This is Cincinnati. We want to skip Cincinnati. Columbus. We want to go to Cleveland from Columbus. Okay. I mean... Okay, let's just have a look at what it's given us right now. Let's do that so it's easier to see everything. Right. So, it wants us to... We leave from here, which is... That's fine. I'm not having an issue with that. That goes up there. Perfect. Along there, bridges across there, and then we're along this whole new route all the way. Does that junction perfectly. Then we go to Ottawa. Goes along here, goes along that route, and then up that way. There we go. Experience a little bit of lag. Straight through the ghost town of Sudbury, which I am still thinking about doing a couple of things too. Sault Ste. Marie. All confused on the platform. So we need to sort out the platforms that they are going in and around. Gets onto the right side, follows this along all the way. Straight through there into the Nightmare Station. From there it goes along this route, which I'm happy with. Right, yes, to St. Louis. Pulls into St. Louis in that platform. From there it goes this way, joins up with the freight lines. Follows the freight lines, another bit of lag. The performance updates can't come soon enough. Follows the freight line all the way along on the wrong side. Why is it doing that? Alright, we'll sort out the side. And then essentially comes into Cincinnati on the right side now. Passes through Cincinnati. Crosses over to completely the wrong side. Then wants to go to Cleveland. Then from Cleveland wants to come back. Okay, so to finish this episode off, I'm just going to try and do one change. And that is changing Columbus Station to Terminal 1. If I were to do that, what happens? Does that. It's really confused about things. Well, okay, well, if you want to see that route, leave it in the comment box. We're not going to sort out the route in the next video because I'll wait for the comments. But if you want to see that route, or you have a route in mind, let me know in the comments box and we'll certainly see which one we can do. Or alternatively, you could join my Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget, and let me know on there and we'll be able to discuss it further and really get that route nailed down. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever. Definitely hit the like button for that junction. I mean, just look at the mess that is that junction. That's astounding. That's an astounding mess. So make sure you hit the like button for that. And let me know in the comments whether you think that junction's going to work once I put a few signals in. That's pretty much all from me. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time in the next video, and possibly one of the final videos of Transport Fever Season 2. In fact, it is going to be one of the final videos. By that I mean maybe the final 10, maybe the final 15 of Transport Fever. I'll see you guys then.